For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap. Mabel Murphy's is under new ownership. The owner of the last 25 years, Joe McQuiston, has sold the restaurant to Matt Danner, Darren Krein, and Evan Berkdahl, with the paperwork being finalized Thursday. Danner and Krein were looking at a few different business opportunities to venture into when they decided to reach out to McQuiston and see if she'd be interested in selling her establishment. Danner says,
she decided to sell to us, and this kind of was the right time for her, and it was a great time for us.
Danner and Krein bring many years of experience owning local businesses, and Berkdahl, as the owner of Union Pizza and Toast, brings the restaurant, bar, and kitchen experience to the partnership. Darren, Krein, and Berkdahl say they want Mabel's to be an experience.
It's been a hub of Fergus Falls. We wanted to continue to be a hub of Fergus Falls with some more energy.
The trio will take over the operations of the restaurant beginning Tuesday. There were many accidents over the Memorial Day weekend. 3 people from Minnesota were the victims of a deadly 2-vehicle crash in eastern Kansas over the Memorial Day weekend. The Kansas Highway Patrol says a pickup driven by a Kansas man was in the middle of the road when it collided head-on with an SUV driven by 33-year-old Troy Sabin of Roseville. Troopers say Sabin, 33-year-old Emma Porter of Roseville, and 69-year-old Ann Porter of Fergus Falls were killed in the collision. Sabin's other passengers, 68-year-old Paul M. Porter and 64-year-old Kathleen Lebaron of Edina, are hospitalized with serious injuries. The truck driver and his wife were also seriously hurt. At around 1:30 in the afternoon last Saturday, state troopers responded to a motorcycle accident in Gray Lake Township, northeast of Sauk Center. According to the state report, 44-year-old Michael Zimmerman of Alexandria and his passenger, 42-year-old Mandy Hanneman of Fergus Falls, were traveling east on Highway 28 when Zimmerman lost control of the bike and crashed. Both occupants were transported to Long Prairie Hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. It is believed that alcohol was involved in the accident and neither occupant was wearing a helmet. At around 3:30 in the afternoon last Friday, state troopers responded to an accident on I-94 between a semi and a passenger vehicle near mile marker 6. According to the state report, the passenger vehicle was traveling westbound on I-94 in heavy rain when it went off the road, stuck the cable barrier, and re-entered the westbound lanes where it collided with a semi-truck and trailer. 90-year-old Barbara Klasinski of Stevens Point, Wisconsin died at the scene. 91-year-old Jean Stroik of Stevens Point suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to Sanford Hospital for treatment. The semi-driver and the other 2 occupants of the passenger vehicle were uninjured. On Tuesday afternoon, the city of Fergus Falls held the official groundbreaking ceremony for the Fergus Falls Aquatic Center in Roosevelt Park. Mayor Ben Shire kicked off the ceremony with a few words and introduced Senator Jordan Rasmussen to speak. Rasmussen talked about how difficult it can be in the current political climate to get things built.
This isn't the right project, it's not the right time, it's not done the right way. There's so many ways you can get to know. And so I just want to congratulate the community of Fergus Falls and the broader community on getting to a collective yes on this project.
Mayor Shire thanked all the people who helped get the project going over the last few years, including Bridget Leonard, one of the members of the task force that has been working to make this project happen for 13 years. Bridget said,
I just also want to note, I know sometimes you can have some negativity around our town, but I just see so much positive things happening. I'm so proud of our community. I love our little gem here. We got Otter Cove, the library, the riverfront, just so many beautiful things happening. And so thank you all so much, and thank you for being a part of this celebration.
The facility is scheduled to open by Memorial Day 2025. Over the Memorial Day weekend, park officials discovered another costly incident of vandalism at Glendalough State Park. The officials found another bathroom damaged in the park, this time on the campgrounds. According to the report made to the Ottertail County Sheriff's Department, the damage was done sometime during the night on Saturday, May 25th. The damage is estimated to cost $300 to repair. The Sheriff's Department is investigating the potential link between this incident and the incident of similar damage reported last week. Wilkin County Deputy Alec Yerdovig made a traffic stop on Highway 55 on Saturday, May 25th. With information learned during the traffic stop, K9 Czar had his first deployment with Deputy Yerdovig. The canine sniff resulted in locating 3 ounces of methamphetamine. The investigation led to a search warrant at a residence in the city of Breckenridge. 9 ounces of methamphetamine, needles, other drug paraphernalia, and over $1,300 were seized. Boken County Sheriff Tony Harris congratulated the pair on Facebook, posting, quote, "Congratulations to Deputy Yurdovic and Canine Czar on a very successful narcotics investigation and removing 12 ounces of methamphetamine from our community," end quote. M-State has found a successor to former Lady Spartans volleyball head coach Abby Krauser, who ended her run with the team last fall after 9 celebrated seasons. Laura Tungseth, who was an outside hitter for the Lady Spartans from 2015 to 2017, has been hired as the team's new head coach. She will also serve as the Assistant Student Life Director at M-State's Fergus Falls campus. Tungseth graduated from M-State with an Associate of Arts degree in 2018 and has since been a volleyball and junior Olympic coach for her high school alma mater, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy in Fergus Falls. Wanting to ensure that students fully enjoy their college experience, Tungseth plans to hold events and activities to boost their student engagement in campus life. She also wants to teach and encourage students to serve others and give back to their communities. On Monday, June 3rd, the Fergus Falls City Council will be conducting the first reading of an ordinance that would bar cannabis retailers from the downtown area. Ordinance 58 amends the zoning laws of B6 and I1 zones to allow the sale of cannabis under certain restrictions. The type of zone that most of downtown falls under, B3 zones, will not be changing to allow sales of cannabis. Members of the City Council heavily debated the topic at the March 27th Committee of the Whole meeting. Something that kept popping up in that discussion was the difference between a dispensary being placed downtown and the liquor store that is already there. Fergus Falls Community Development Manager Clara Beck said,
"It is being looked at a little bit differently than liquor or a liquor store, just based on how new it is and how little we know about the effects of it on a community at this point."
One of the biggest concerns about barring cannabis sales from downtown is how that affects the businesses selling CBD or THC in that area already. Luckily for those businesses and their consumers, Beck says that these new zoning laws do not include the hemp products that they are currently allowed to sell. If they wanted to expand their product lineup to full cannabis products, this ordinance would require them to move. However, Beck emphasized that the council can always revisit these laws in the future and decide to update or change them as they receive feedback from the community. For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian, and this has been the Weekly News Recap. Subscribe to the KBRF Radio YouTube channel and tune in every Friday at 5 to stay up to date with local news. Get more news at KBRFradio.com or on the Fergus Now app. Sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.